So it's not just about sex, it's really about empowerment. Empowering yourself, being connected with yourself, being who you are, knowing who you are. Because now, like I mentioned, we have all this masculine energy running around, and we are always in our head. So we forget to get connected back into our body. Sometimes we're having sex, we're just having sex. We're not really feeling the sensation. What are we feeling? You know, what is our partner smelling like? What is touching? What is that feeling? Come on. Describe stuff back there. And also libido. It's not just about, like I said, physical. It's about passion for life, that drive. Why do we call having lust for life? That's really driven from our libido. And actually, as we age, when we're younger, physically, we have all these hormones and we feel great. You know, a guy, we could just kiss someone and we're ready to go. You know, just kind of like men in a way. When we're younger, our libido is stronger. And as we age, we put so much stuff in our head, we forget what it feels like down here. And of course, physically, as we age and whatnot, or certain trauma, emotional experiences that happen, we can't just turn on these emotions, you know? But having that passion for life is having that strong libido. And we want to learn today about how do we get that? How do we strengthen our libido? You know, how do we strengthen our passion for life? And as we, when we are in our heads so much, we're not connected with our body, okay? And it's also, like I mentioned, good for your health. So what makes a good, healthy libido? Of course, our mental, emotional state is really important. A lot of times when we're stressed out or things are happening, you have kids running around, or you know, boyfriend screaming at you, mom nagging at you, whatnot, we're stressed out. So that mental, emotional state is so important. In Chinese medicine, the heart controls your mind, and then that's your emotions. And your kidneys is actually the root of your sexuality, your reproduction. So your kidney and your heart wants to be connected at all times. When your sexual energy is connected with your mind, that's when everything functions better. Everything is flowing better. Okay? So you have the heart energy, which is actually related to the fire element in Chinese medicine. It's a lot of heat, a lot of thoughts, a lot of thinking, a lot of creativity. And then you have the yin, the water, which is the kidneys, and that's actually the libido, the house of sexuality. And when we grow older, actually our water tends to dry up a little bit, so we need nourishment for our water, our kidneys. Okay, and so the mental, emotional connection is really, really, really important, and also the physical. If you've, let's just say, given birth, or you've experienced some sort of trauma, or perimenopausal, menopausal, we can't help sometimes that physically our hormones are just low, right? So there are a lot of things that we could do to help our hormones increase, like type of exercises we could do. We're going to talk about some Qigong exercises, some foods. It's all about really bringing the energy back into what we call the lower dantian. There's 3 energy fields in Chinese medicine: the lower dantian, middle dantian, and then the upper dantian. Dantian in Chinese medicine means, well, dantian is translated as red field, red energy field. So the lower dantian is what we want to nourish. Okay? So the physical aspects of it, sometimes it is difficult. Relationship, whether you have a partner or not. It's either a relationship with yourself or with your partner. A lot of times when you're together with your partner for a very long time, you kind of lose that honeymoon stage for a long time. But relationship goes through ebb and flow, up and downs. So there's going to be a time when you're both very attracted, or there's going to be a time when he's attracted to you, you're not attracted to him, or vice versa, or neither one of you are attracted to each other, you know? But that's how about building relationship. Communication is a big key. Communicating to your partner exactly what you want and what you need. Don't be afraid. You should voice out what you want, what you need, whether it's something day-to-day activities, or even when you're engaging in intimacy. You know, letting him know what you need and what you want. And I think by being able to do that, you need to actually first connect with yourself and knowing what you like, what you want from yourself, and strengthening your self-confidence. And that comes from within and practicing, like doing self-imageries. Okay, and then a couple things we're going to practice. So be aware of the communication between you and your partner, and also within yourself, which is, I think, the most important. Be able to connect with yourself first before you could connect with anybody else.